Minx, Hello guys, it's Masha and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reacting to a Dreamcatcher guide, something that I was supposed to listen to 2 to 3 months ago but did not have the time to do, and I'm super excited. This was recommended and I'm actually watching the second of the 2 Dreamcatcher guide recommendations, and this one is called Dreamcatcher Disbandment, how they were dodging disbandment, and I'm super excited because that sounds very interesting. And yeah, let's just get straight on into it. Disclaimer is that I might cut some parts out because, you know, it's 30 minutes long, so we'll save the best reactions, but we'll see. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, just have to watch this Grammarly ad and then we can watch our beauties. This is gonna be so interesting because like I've been wanting to react to guides, but I haven't, so I have no clue how this is gonna turn out. We got this. I also realized my limit is 5 minutes, so I'm gonna have to pause the video and record again. Sad. I like the music. Intro music, it's good.
Dreamcatcher has something of a wild story. I'm not 100% sure, but I think they may or may not be caught up in some cosmic duel between 2 ancient gods, one who wants them to succeed and one who wants to destroy them at all costs. Dreamcatcher is a girl group under Happy Face Entertainment, and they've been around since 2014. Kind of. The group has released 6 mini albums of reasonable success. Kind of. And they achieved their first win in September of 2019.
What does that mean?
There's a lot to unpack about the history of Dreamcatcher, especially since they weren't
they look so good.
Dreamcatcher. Over the years, the group has attracted a rather convoluted legacy, and when you look at it all laid out, there's something about Dreamcatcher that seems to be constantly dodging out of the way of danger. While there have been some touch-and-go moments regarding failure or even disbandment, Dreamcatcher seems to be doing some serious gymnastics to keep themselves in the game.
I did not know that.
August 9th, 2014. It all started in the summer of 2014 at the Oak Valley Summertime Festival. It's nighttime and the stage is dark. Overhead,
oh my gosh, sorry, I love this dramatic narrator.
Lights up. 5 girls in what can only be described as pure 2014 fashion take the stage under the name Minx.
They look so unrecognizable.
All singing and dancing and smiling at the audience. They laugh, they wave, they joke around with the audience.
They look so different.
And there they go, off into the evening.
Minx? Dreamcatcher is such a better name, you guys.
Later, a company known as Happy Face Entertainment announced that that's their new girl group, and they're set to debut that fall.
That's such a weird way to announce something.
Happy Face is not the richest company, but they're very much average. They're not as rich as Woolham or Stone, but they have enough money to give their artists comebacks and promotion when the board meetings say the omens are right. Happy Face was founded by a
this narrator is great.
You may recognize them as the producers of a little song called G. Happy Face aren't tiny, they aren't massive. Now back to the story. September.
Now my internet isn't working. You guys, I'm so sorry. It's okay. It'll all work out, I promise. Come on, internet gods. Help me out. I wanna know more about Dreamcatcher. Internet gods, are you trying to tell me something? I don't understand. Oh my god. I might actually scream right now. Okay, right here.
Company, but they're very much average.
I don't know why, but that makes me laugh. Like, it's kind of sad. They're just average.
Comebacks and promotion when the board meetings say the omens are right. Happy Face was founded by a production duo called E-Tribe. You may recognize them as the producers of a little song called G. Happy Face aren't
I love G so much.
2014.
No, wait. Dreamcatcher had a side like this? What? No. They look so 2014. This is like the definition of 2014 K-pop.
With their song "Why Did You Come to My Home?" The song was pop influenced by.
Oh my god, they look so different. My bias.
Complete with the shorts and sweaters combo and thigh-high socks.
I love it.
Oh, and the
I'm not gonna lie.
Packaging. Remember when that was a thing?
Oh, I missed that era of K-pop.
Finishing off in late October. Right now,
Oh my
Minx
god,
looks like a proper mid-2010s girl group.
and
With
Dami
girls
looks
taking
so
this style.
different.
They
What the
debuted in some
hell?
pretty intense competition, including but not limited to Very Good, La
Ooh.
Boom, Mamamoo, Lovelies, and Red Velvet.
Oh,
The song
these
didn't
were all
have a
such good
mini album,
groups.
which may or may not have been the bestest idea ever, as the song didn't quite manage to chart during the quarter. But
Aw.
being a debut, there was room to grow, and maybe fortune would favor the bold. July 1st.
I never knew that they were called
Or
Minx,
maybe
you
not.
guys.
10 months later, Minx released their first mini album, Love Shake, in July of 2015.
Ooh, the
song and
choreo
music
looks
video were all
good.
about summer romance, and the whole thing resembled an appeal to the many cutesy, innocent concepts of summer girls looking for
Yeah.
love. Now, we've talked about the
Oh my god, they all
2015
look so
before, but let's
cute.
take another look at it. Oh My Girl debuted, Twice debuted,
Oh.
Red Velvet released their first full album, Girls' Generation released Lionheart. Both
Damn.
musically and visually, Love Shake didn't stick out from the pack. The whole
Yeah.
thing was later described as a red ocean, meaning that there was absolutely no space for a concept like Minx's to stick out with everyone else in the industry.
Oh my god, Dami, I can't. Oh my god, I can't believe that's her.
Romance and dance genres to debut
They
within
look
20
so
days of this
cute.
comeback.
G-Friend, I love you. I love you, G-Friend.
So also we have G-Friend, one
Yeah.
of the most powerful debuts of the year, occurring in
Yep.
the same month. Let's talk numbers.
Dang.
Eliminating the outliers, the average sale count for a girl group debut album in 2014 was around 3,780.
Oh my god.
In 2015, the average was roughly 5,060, with outliers eliminated.
Oh my
Minx's
gosh.
debut mini album, Love Shake, made under 2,000 sales. That's under average for both 2015 and 2014. Not the worst, but not the best. Now, it's much harder to keep yourself afloat without some form of album unless
Yeah.
you're a big three group.
That's
By
very
splitting
true.
off their first song from their first album by nearly a year, it looked like Minx's debut project
Aww.
might have caved in on itself. In November of 2016, Happy Face announced that the group was going to re-debut on
Yay!
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher.
From the shelf.
I'm so happy they did that. Oh my
New
gosh.
production design, new imagery, new sound, an entirely new instrument team was brought in.
Dang.
Superbomb was brought in to produce new songs. 2 new members, Gahyun and Hundong, were added to the lineup.
I did not know all of this drama. So Chase Me was their debut? Like the Dreamcatcher debut? Oh, that's awesome. I loved that music video. You guys can check out that reaction. Oh my gosh. I love the entire storyline. I also think I'm gonna get a better explanation in this video, so I'm excited. Iconic. They are the queens of... I'm so happy that they're Dreamcatcher now. Oh my gosh.
Known as Minx debuted on January 13th,
2017?
They weren't the mid-2000s.
How did I not know all of this?
2014, or the summer sweethearts of 2015. They were Dreamcatcher.
Yeah.
They were drenched in horror and elegance.
And
with a
horror.
charming spin on the supernatural.
Oh, I love it.
Main vocalist Xian described their new music as a style
Oh.
that takes inspiration
Oh, I've
from
been
metal
saying
and rock,
Xian's
especially
wrong
rock,
name.
and
Her
mixes
name
similar
wrong.
elements with a core of pop inspired by the mainstream. Happy Face themselves described the music as pop rock and rock flavored girl pop.
Aw.
They debuted with the song Chase Me, and people
Yep.
immediately noticed the creativity of the group's hard-hitting style.
Yeah, that was
and their
really cool, that
inspired
video.
fashion. The
Yeah.
group was establishing an anthology, where each girl represented a different nightmare. They weren't coming to you, as stated in their debut.
That's so
you were coming to them.
cool.
Dreamcatcher's
I'm so
debut
happy
single
for
album,
them.
Nightmare sold nearly twice as many copies as Love Shake, and Dreamcatcher debuted
Makes
at number
sense.
20 on the Gaon album chart.
Makes sense.
Remember when we talked about fortune favoring the bold? This was bold.
Yeah.
So bold that members of the group's
Oh my god, you guys, I just realized my thing stopped recording because I got distracted. You know, being bold and watching a, what is it called? And watching a guide has definitely not been in my favor, you guys. This is a hot mess. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
market
I'm
and start
watching.
getting their name out there. That's taking New Year, New Me to a whole different level. In April, Dreamcatcher came back with Good Night and their second single album, Fall Asleep in the Mirror. Once again, they were present with their metal and J-rock inspired
Yeah,
sound,
it does
and a
sound very
creepy music
J-rock.
video continuing the story of their last one, where they finally hopped on the good foot and killed that guy. Now all they really needed was a debut mini album, preferably without the 10-month wait in between. At this point, it had already been around 4 months. Then 5, then 6, then...
Oh, Fly High! I loved it so much. It was like such anime vibes. It was fantastic.
Done just before 7. Dreamcatcher's first ever EP, titled Prequel, hit on July 27th with the A-track Fly High.
It was so
Prequel hit on
good.
DVD, peaking at 4 in Korea and selling over 11,000 copies. Remember what 2017
Oh, I'm
was
so
for the
happy
industry
for
at the time?
them.
Coming back wasn't just about returning to End Countdown or Music Bank. No.
Yeah,
It was about getting on
2017.
the damn plane and getting yourself a ticket to the
Yep.
Western music market.
Yep, 2017 is when I got
The
into
album hit
K-pop
top 5
because.
on the Billboard World Albums and went #1 on the US iTunes K-pop
Oh my
chart.
god!
iTunes was still a thing at this point, if you're wondering.
That's so
All in all, it was a pretty successful
cool.
comeback.
Good
No,
for
the girls
them.
weren't doing G-Friend numbers or anywhere near the top 3, but the album performed well enough that in August, Happy Face announced that Dreamcatcher was getting a world tour. October
Wow.
2017,
Okay, girls.
grip on their group identity, they would need to flesh out their public images as individuals. Up until now, Dreamcatcher had largely stayed within their own bubble.
I want to hear how
In
they
early
became
October,
individuals.
Happy Face announced that Dreamcatcher and other Happy Face entertainment artists such as D-Once and trainee group HNB would be joining the ranks of Mix 9, a survival show created and owned by YG Entertainment. One of the key necessities to longevity in the industry is personal attachment. Much of the K-pop industry is designed to sell fans an idol, a person to get attached to.
Yep.
For a group like Dreamcatcher, advertising your own personalities is crucial to drawing in fans who might not know or otherwise care for your music.
Yep.
Fans
Oh
will
my
love
god,
the
this is so
support you're
true.
personally connected to and involved with. And this is extremely notable about girls.
Yes! Oh,
Which can
for
sound pretty
real.
Machiavellian, but that's another can of worms.
Yeah, it does,
What
but
meant for Dreamcatcher was that the fans
it's-
who enjoyed
it's
the group at
facts.
large and the potential fans in the making could see the members' personalities and become more attached to them. It would give Dreamcatcher 7 more selling points. On top of that,
Damn.
a show like Mix 9 would, in theory, contribute to the message that Dreamcatcher were committed to impacting and succeeding in the market. By getting together idols from all over the industry to mingle with, compete against, and befriend each
Aww.
other, Mix 9 would, again, in theory, allow the members of Dreamcatcher to announce themselves as integrated players within the business, true competitors with skin.
Dami looks so
Mix 9, like the
good.
produced series, was a unique space for seeing idols outside of their own groups and allowing fans to get to know Dreamcatcher through groups they already loved.
Hmm.
It appealed to many fans to see their idols friends with other idols,
Yeah,
and it was helpful
that's
for idols
true.
to hone their promotion skills with other professionals. Yuhyun ranked in the top 9 during the showcase section, and Jia ranked at #4 in episode 4 and #7 in episode 5. Things were
Nice.
just starting
Go
to heat
off,
up.
queens.
There were some great performances and some rather awesome moments from both the members of Dreamcatcher and the other idols they were working with. Joining Mix 9 would only serve to help Dreamcatcher, as long as everything went according to plan. Well, about that.
Y'all, this is gonna be a lot of editing. I don't want to
About
hear a
3/4
sad
of the way
thing.
into the show, Dreamcatcher's activities in Mix 9 came to a sudden halt. Practically out of nowhere, Dreamcatcher packed up their stuff and never returned. Happy Face released a statement saying they were officially pulling Dreamcatcher from the show, and instead, the 4 girls would rejoin the other members and participate in a tour through Brazil. It was a mixed bag, to say the least. While a tour would certainly bring in more money, there was a goldmine of potential publicity to be found in Mix 9.
Yeah.
The members had accumulated decent rankings, and presumably the other industry benefits of joining Mix 9 would have strengthened as the competition continued. With just 6 episodes left, the decision seemed dicey. Until, well, I don't even need to tell you, do I?
Oh. So dang, good for them. Oh my god.
Mix 9 flatlined and everything went kaput. Upon
Go
finishing its run in
Dreamcatcher.
December, YG Entertainment canceled the entire project.
Oh my
Money went
gosh.
down the drain. Months of time spent was now wasted, and YG stock completely crashed. The
That's
companies
so
and idols involved were
sad.
screwed to high hell.
That's so
For all
not
intents and
fair.
purposes, Dreamcatcher had basically sailed off the island just before the volcano
Oh my
exploded.
god.
Now, it's true there's no way Happy Face could have foreseen this. In fact, the idol who ranked highest in the entire show was Woo Jin-young, and 3 guesses what company he came from. It can't be stated enough how damaging the failure of Mix 9 was to its participants. Happy Face themselves proceeded to file a lawsuit against YG Entertainment for 10 million won. Later, Happy Face started to review underhanded actions done by YG during the course of the show, including but not limited to YG unfairly extended contracts management period from 4 months to 3
This is
years,
nothing new.
which is extremely dangerous to smaller companies. They coerced Happy Face and their artists into agreeing to the new terms under the threat of
Oh my
cancellation,
god.
refused to fulfill their side as the overuse of power by a large entertainment agency with strong influence. In early 2019, we would find out that Happy Face withdrew this lawsuit, and there is definitely some speculation about what went down behind closed doors. Regardless, it was a disaster. Now let's get back to Dreamcatcher. In all honesty, it seemed that Dreamcatcher had miraculously dodged a bullet and were promoting their music internationally with the Fly High World Tour. By the
Fly
power
High
of
was
sheer
so
dumb
good.
luck, Dreamcatcher were out promoting in the world, and by the end of the year, the world was starting to pay attention.
Yay.
Chase Me was included in Billboard's
Yes,
Best K-pop Songs of
Chase
2017
Me.
at number 19, and the group was crowned number 3 for Billboard's Best New K-pop Acts. Things were starting to look up, and with that, the year wrapped. Kicking off 2018, Dreamcatcher celebrated their first anniversary with a fan meet. All 400 tickets sold out within minutes. While Dreamcatcher
Sorry, I'm
was not
like
the
starting
biggest
to
group in the
tear
world,
up.
their work in the past year had started to bring in dedicated fans. The celebration included
Oh,
the release
that's
of
so
revamped material,
awesome.
new photo shoots, and the release of their fan-dedicated single, Full Moon. There was
I haven't
also an
listened to
announcement of
that.
their March comeback. Time passed, they wrapped up their tour activities, and March arrived. They released their official name to the fan base, but no comeback. The month went on, no comeback. March ended, April began, and still no comeback. Eventually, Happy Face announced that the album had been delayed, and fans were starting to get antsy. Dreamcatcher did not have a good history regarding album delays, and the last thing anyone wanted was a re-release.
No way
April
would they
closed
do
out
that though.
with
Thank
no sign of
God.
Dreamcatcher. Moving into May, Happy Face was utterly vacant. None of the members were making announcements, and the radio silence was starting to scare people. An official announcement told the fans that Dreamcatcher were named ambassadors for Microsoft's blockchain security technology. And everyone said,
"Where's the album?
Fact.
We want the album."
That's so random, a Microsoft ambassador. What? Oh! I forgot that I reacted to this as well. Iconic. Literally each release keeps getting better and better of theirs. It just like goes up and up, you know what I mean?
On May 10th, Dreamcatcher released their second album, Escape the
Oh,
Era.
gorgeous
6 songs, a budget update,
queens.
and a hit on the charts. The comeback peaked at number 3 on the Gaon chart and debuted at number 7 on Billboard.
Yeah, let's
The comeback
go.
centered around their iconic sound while also playing landed into the mainstream.
Dang.
This was a good sign because despite the touring projects Dreamcatcher had done the
That's
past
so
year,
awesome.
they had yet to solidify a foothold across the ocean. You and I didn't draw blood in just the Korean market. Suddenly, the international fan base was stoked from the embers, and Dreamcatcher rose from the ranks of cult favorite to commercial success.
That's so
It was looking more and more
cool.
like You and I was going to be the song that solidified Dreamcatcher for good. They
But
had
it
a really
didn't.
good week. And when I say a week, I do
Aww.
mean a week. For a full 7 days, it was Dreamcatcher's world. They received their first ever nomination for a win with You and I, and then...
Yeah, I was into that when it came out, you guys. I didn't know that You and I came out, but I knew Fake Love came out. I love you, BTS, but that does
You were
suck.
shunted out the door
That
with Love
sucks.
Yourself Too. Now we're gonna hit some confusion in the storyline. Sensing the growth of their popularity, the group went into something of a
Dang.
frenzy. Riding the high of You and I, they released a third
I
album
loved
in
What.
September as part
What
of
was
their What
so
comeback.
good. Oh, I love What. What was so good. And then Boca and Scream. Oh, I loved What.
And officially broke the 30,000 sales mark for a mini album. The album charted at number 2, which remains their highest position of all time as of the making of this video. They had a Japanese debut, and while they were met with some initial success, the activities in Japan remained largely unrealized. 2019. Regardless, they had another comeback on February 13th, 2019.
Period.
At the end of 19.
They literally
And
have had
single
so many
Period.
bops, you guys. It's not too late. I reacted to all of these songs, so check it out on my channel. I've literally reacted to all of them. And I already knew the song before the reaction, so I was just singing along. It's so good. Emergency.
I believe this is when Happy Face
Her
rebranded
blonde
as
hair.
Dreamcatcher Company, but then off they went on yet another tour.
I did not
This
know
one
that
really
they've gone
started
on
to
so
get
many
Shakespearean,
tours.
And everywhere Dreamcatcher went, things started to go wrong. Their concert in Jakarta was completely shut down for reasons that were never explained. There were scheduling conflicts and issues with tickets, and one of the theaters caught fire and burned down. Everything was
Oh
going
my
pear-shaped. After the
god.
tour, more Japanese promotions were released, but they went nowhere. In hope
I mean, sorry, I'm recording it again because I ran out of 5 minutes, but these girls, they're resilient. Like, the fact that they kept going, good for them. Like, this is a lot of, you know what starts with an S. This is a lot of that.
Igniting fan morale, the group opened applications for their official fan club that summer, but even then, little news came out of it and the whole affair slipped under the waves.
That's so sad.
While Dreamcatcher seemed to be anywhere and everywhere and their comebacks were reaching decent numbers, there was something off about their success. No matter how frequent the comebacks or how long the tours, Dreamcatcher couldn't seem to create a sense of longevity. They seemed to be relying almost entirely on reappearance power, but in the grand scheme of things, it seemed that not many people outside the immediate fandom would notice that they went silent. Dreamcatcher's streak of good luck had short-circuited, and the members were rightfully exhausted. It was time to take a break, get some air, and come back when everyone was good and ready. In the meantime,
they're strong people, they're strong women.
Something unconventional. Happy Face started having board meetings with Vespa, an indie developing company based in South Korea. Match made in heaven. On September 18th, we finally saw what all those board meetings had been about.
Deja vu with the big sword. Deja vu. Yeah, this song is definitely, this is what made me hear about Dreamcatcher was Deja Vu.
Anything Dreamcatcher had done
before. This song, I remember when it just took over the internet.
Which contributed
I didn't know it was part of a mobile video game. That's so cool.
Was now combined with an emotional ballad.
Yep.
And gave them their first charting song in the K-pop Hot
100. I remember this.
The album rated hit number 3 and became their highest-selling album of all time.
Yep.
There was still one milestone that Dreamcatcher
and the outfits in this promotion was so good.
They'd come close in the past year, but hadn't quite managed to snag one.
Oh my gosh, good for them.
Of Deja Vu,
how did I forget about Deja Vu, you guys?
Was nominated for a win by SBS's music show, The Show, and many fans crossed their fingers in hopes that Dreamcatcher would take home their first win. That night,
Everglow and CLC, yeah, with Devil and Adios. Did they? They barely lost to Everglow. Dang.
The winner of the night was Everglow, taking home their first.
Good for Everglow though, but sad for Dreamcatcher, yeah.
Alleged. There are details that can't be confirmed about certain parts of this issue, and there's so many different parts to what happened, and a lot of it is loosely translated from Korean into English.
I like that she adds all these disclaimers.
The show announced its winner, fans and non-fans of Dreamcatcher began speaking out against the final scores, claiming miscalculation and even fraudulent behavior.
Dang.
So, there's a lot of controversy.
Oh, poor CLC. I love CLC.
After the controversy gained some traction, a few fans started to claim that these numbers were already confirmed accurate and that the controversy was based on lies.
Ooh.
As of now, there is absolutely no confirmation on any website in any language from any source that these numbers are accurate. Yes, if you add these numbers straight down, however, the addition of these numbers isn't what the outrage was about. It's that these numbers allegedly should have never existed like this to begin with, so what went wrong?
Confusion.
Row 2 is where fans claim things went wrong. According to X-Double-Star, we can establish beyond reasonable doubt that wrongdoing took place. Basically, 3 major things happened here. The first is that several points were shaved off of Dreamcatcher's YouTube score. Here is the viewer board of the show. Based on the show's own data, the score Dreamcatcher should have received was 1,472 points, higher than what they were actually given. Which means the show had data that gave one result, and yet somehow another number showed up. But the second thing happened in the category Expert Preferences. What is Expert Preferences?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
It's a category where the broadcast can award points to groups based on what they claim are preferences of experts. But this category has long been disputed by practically every fandom in the industry and even some companies, and is largely considered a place where shows just skew points to favor certain groups. In this episode of the show, CLC and Everglow both received full scores of 1,500 points for Expert Preference, and Dreamcatcher received a 0.
Zero?
Which was a shock to some people. But even with a 0, Dreamcatcher still would have won.
How?
In order for Dreamcatcher to receive the lower
but
final
why
score
a 0?
The experts had to have given them less than the minimum amount of 0 and then masked it by announcing 0. Here's how that works. And again, these are all just claims as far as I know. Now, let's remember that the minimum score for Expert Preference is apparently 0. When you calculate the full score giving Dreamcatcher an absolute 0 in Expert Preferences, their final score for this section is 1,972 points.
This girl did a lot of research.
The final score that the show released for Dreamcatcher was 1,850.
Oh my gosh.
122 points below the possible minimum score.
That's not
How
fair.
did the
Yeah.
show give them a score over 100 points below the minimum? Fans are saying that they gave Dreamcatcher negative points in this category. Allegedly, Dreamcatcher was given negative points, which would mean that their score was deliberately subtracted.
Why?
Dreamcatcher would have been given a false score on behalf of the show. Several fans and non-fans alike recalculated the scores using the minimum possible of 1,472 points. And based on the results, even if Dreamcatcher had scored an actual 0 in expert preference, which again is absurd to begin with,
Yeah,
they still would have
0.
beaten Everglow for first place.
Oh my god.
If this is what happened, subtracting points from a group's score is tampering with a group's ability to win, and that directly impacts a group's success in the industry. So it's not really a surprise that some fans were disappointed and untrustworthy after the strange results were posted.
This industry starts with an S again.
Fans were disappointed and untrustworthy after the strange results were posted. Now, it's time to remember that this is not, under any circumstances, Everglow's fault. Everglow as a group had absolutely nothing to do with the way the show's scores were calculated. And no one can deny that they are a monster rookie group with tons of support. In the end, this is just as much a blow to Everglow as it is to Dreamcatcher. Everglow worked extremely hard to get where they are.
And
the
then
last
for
thing
people
they
to
want is a
attack
fraudulent first win, especially regarding all the heated tensions around rigging right now. And of course, this is not the first time a music show has given a win to the wrong group. In May of 2016, KBS's Music Bank gave first place to AOA for Good Luck, when the actual win belonged to Twice for Cheer Up. In May of 2019, Mnet's and Countdown gave first place to New East for Bet Bet, when the win really belonged to Oh My Girl for the 5th season. The difference, of course, is that these shows both made official and public announcements about the mistakes and corrected the math, as well as the true holder of the win. As of the making of this video, SBS and the show have made no such announcement. In fact, the only acknowledgement the show gave to the controversy were public tweets that seemed to passive-aggressively mock the group and the fans for the loss of the first win.
Oh my god.
And that was that for 2019. 2020. So what's up with Dreamcatcher now?
I'm ready for Scream.
Based on sheer numbers alone, Dreamcatcher is a decently successful group.
Wait, did Scream not come out yet? Gosh darn it.
Lovelyz, AOA, and Idol.
Yep.
Given their commercial sales and consistent comeback rate, I feel comfortable saying that they're not going anywhere anytime soon. It could be that this underrated narrative comes from a lack of blockbuster success internationally or top 3 status, and as such causes them to fall into the shadows in the eyes of many international fans. It could also be, and this is my personal hypothesis, that many of the struggles Dreamcatcher has gone through point out a distinct attempt by shadier parts of the industry to stifle the growth of an unconventional group. The industry thrives on convention, unfortunately, and deviations from the norm are often denied, sabotaged, or shut down entirely. And yet, despite all that, Dreamcatcher has survived to today. Dreamcatcher are something of an utter fascination. Ever since they first appeared as Minx, they have been doing some serious parkour to keep in the game. Rolling, flipping, and flat out vaulting over Disbandment like they're the goddamn Olympics. It's pretty damn impressive, I think. So here's to you, Dreamcatcher. Right now, you might be K-pop's Leonardo DiCaprio, but you are by far some of the most unkillable girls in the game. Though I still have questions as to what you did to that one guy.
Me too.
Come back this upcoming March. And let's hope that both means actual March and more success in Japan. Go get them, girls. That's all from me this time. Best of luck to Dreamcatcher.
Oh, they do so well. This is so nice because of Oddeye and, like, you know, after this it's Scream, then Boca, and Oddeye, which all have had a ton of success. So, thoughts about this guide. So I learned a lot, you guys. I had no clue that they were called Minx and that 2 of the members weren't present beforehand. Like, they were like kind of the conventional girl group, and I just want to say, good for Dreamcatcher. They have truly gone through a lot. Like, I mean, literally, I feel like almost any group, any K-pop group, these idols have to work so hard. But Dreamcatcher, they had to go through a re-debut. Like, that is just so much pressure, so much for these girls, and I am so happy that, at least in my opinion right now, I feel like, I don't know about this, you guys, but I feel like they're becoming pretty well known internationally. I think a lot of fans are digging the fact that their concept it's not like the girly concept, and it's also not like the girl crush concept, it's their own concept, and that is very cool. I feel like there's actually, not literally, there's actually no group that has a concept like Dreamcatcher. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I can't believe that they were called Minx. I am so happy for these girls that they are continuing to, you know, follow their dream essentially. Like, you know, it's very challenging when you're told, oh, you're not going to be having a comeback, we're going to keep moving it back, or oh, we're re-debuting you. Like, that's a lot for people, like, to have this constant change. And like the fact with the world tours, like concerts being canceled, the stadium freaking burning down, like these girls are resilient, and I think that's what makes them so amazing. They keep going, and that you can't say that about a lot of people. Like, yeah, the fact that they didn't give up, good for them. I love them. Like, I feel like they're gaining so much more success now with, like, I've watched, you know, all of those videos up to Piri. I've done a reaction on those because I hadn't heard of them. I hadn't watched them beforehand. But then I feel like Scream, Boca, and Adai got them so many fans because I started becoming a Dreamcatcher fan. I'm still not a 100% stan because I don't know a lot about them still, so I'll have to do some more research. But I know now their history and all of that they have gone through, and I'm just gonna say it. I feel like they keep going up. Like, their song quality, their music video quality, their choreo quality, it just keeps going up and up. And yeah. So just in case you didn't understand, Scream is the song that got me into Dreamcatcher. So I loved Deja Vu. I remember how the internet went crazy over Deja Vu, but Scream was what got me into them. And then Boca completely sold me when I listened to that in 2020. Those two songs were actually, like I've mentioned in my other Dreamcatcher reaction videos, those were my favorite songs. Like, definitely in my top 10, top 15 favorite songs of 2020. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for recommending this specific reaction. It was very interesting, the Dodging Disbandment. I just liked that dramatic title, and then I was just interested in finding out what these girls have gone through, and they have gone through a lot. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below anything else you would like me to react to, K-pop related, not K-pop related, probably K-pop related, but like songs, comebacks, guides, anything like that. I know that next week ITZY is having their comeback on April 30th, and I'm so happy that I reacted to this guide because I was deprived of girl groups, so I needed to see some girl groups, and I can't wait for ITZY to have their comeback on April 30th. I will be watching that on April 30th or like May 1st, and I will be uploading that like May 2nd or May 3rd. So stay tuned, you guys, and please recommend anything else you guys would like me to react to, and make sure to comment that down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!